Hello everybody and welcome back to Exploration Mode, where currently Urban Warfare just came out for BattleTech. Now I will not be doing a full playthrough with Urban Warfare installed immediately. I apologize for any inconvenience that might cause for anybody who wants one. I want to do one, I just don't have time right now, unfortunately. I really want to do it, and I will get to it eventually, but probably not before Heavy Metal is installed, because that's going to be in winter, and there's just so much between now and then that I need to get done that, unfortunately, I just can't do another BattleTech campaign. But what we can do is we can take a look at the Urban Warfare DLC via Exploration Mode. So it's now available in English, French, German, Russian language options. And it is, what, I think $19.99? Let me double check that here. Let's see. Urban Warfare on Steam is $19.99. Fantastic. And if you were not in game capture mode right now, you would see all of the Operation Logistics stuff on the screen, because that was exciting. Also, it turns the music back all the way up. There we go. So they reset that in the patch, it would appear. But we're going to be taking a quick look at the patch notes here, and let me just pull those up. So this is patch 1.6, and like most Paradox games, it has both a free patch and the expansion. So the 1.6 patch includes missed shots with collateral damage, a free new encounter type, expanded star map, career mode improvements, and more. See details in the new free features and content. Why, thank you, we very much will. And then Urban Warfare brings mech combat to the vast cityscapes of the Inner Sphere. Electronic warfare, large-scale building destruction, environmental mechanics, 2 new battle mechs, new enemy units, a new attack and defend encounter type, and more flashpoints make the urban sprawl a whole new battlefield. Exciting. Okay, so we are just going to go straight down into the new free features. They've added over 50 star systems to the star map, expanding it towards the more populated areas of the Inner Sphere. The star map now also features the ability to filter by biome and difficulty, and will indicate which systems you've already visited. Navigating the periphery has never been easier. Battle Plus encounter type. We've updated our battle encounter to bring more variety and fun to the battlefield. Battle Plus includes a bunch of surprises, including optional secondary objectives and allies for friendly and enemy teams. That sounds interesting. Maybe a little terrifying, but also interesting. Stray shots and collateral damage. The battlefield is more dangerous than ever. Stray shots now have the chance to hit nearby buildings, and you won't want one of your units standing on one when it collapses. In addition, stray shots have the chance to hit nearby enemies in the line of fire. This is true for the opposing force too, so watch your spacing. Note that this feature is not available in multiplayer. And I did see in one of the dev streams they clarified that the collateral damage does not do friendly fire. That was one thing that they specifically said, which I was actually a little disappointed about. I want it to be an option, but they also said that everyone would say that they want it to be an option, but it should be an option, let's be honest. More mech variants. Urban Mech, the R60L, the same walking trash can, sporting an AC-20. Oh god. Oh, I love trash cans with AC-20s. They also got the Suburban Mech, a more energy-efficient war machine. Oh boy, the R90. Okay, so that's the one that wields the large laser and such, I think. Banshee, a new Banshee variant. Slower, but packing far more guns of varying ranges. A new Catapult variant sporting dual LRM-20s to make it rain. Death. A new Vindicator variant. Half the armor, twice the speed. That sounds like something I will never use, if I'm honest. Blackjack BJ-1DB. The large lasers on this variant can keep firing all day. Ooh, I like the sound of a Blackjack dual-wielding large lasers. That sounds like me. Hatchetman for owners of the Flashpoint expansion only. The HTC-3X. HCT. I think I said HTC, but it's HCT-3X, featuring SRMs, lasers, and machine guns to shred opponents at close range. See, that actually sounds like a useful version of the Hatchetman to me. New events and quest chains. More free events have been added to the game, including events that lead to other events. Now your decisions have short and long-term consequences. That sounds neat. I like that. Career mode. Added the option to start your career off with a randomized roster of mechs. Defaults to on. I like that too. Individual difficulty settings now modifies your career score. More missions per star system. That sounds really neat. Some UI changes that you can read through. Bug fixes. You can read through those if you like. Known issues. There we go. So those are the free features. The paid features, of course, we went through up here. Mech combat in the cityscapes, etc., etc. So let's just go ahead and hop right on back into BattleTech, and let's just see if we can take a quick look at this. I'm just going to start a new career, and we are going to randomize our starting mechs. What is this diff here? Parts for mech assembly. Oh, I see. It multiplies your total score. I gotcha. Iron Man mode, sure, why not? Unequipped mechs. When this setting is enabled, new mechs you acquire through salvage will not come with equipped weapons or components and will need to be customized from scratch. I actually want that on. That, I think, is how it worked before. Enemy force strength. Obviously, we go to hard. Advanced mech warriors. It can be normal. I don't really care. Mech destruction. So any mech disabled by the destruction of its center torso will be lost permanently, making it much more XCOM-like. Now, I don't actually like that. I like it just being hugely damaged and takes forever to repair. I think that's better. Contract payment normal, salvage normal, mech warrior progression normal, lethality. Mech warriors that are incapacitated will always be killed. I like that to actually be a little random. No rare salvage? No, I like it. So we're pretty much leaving this at default, but we changed it from normal to hard force strength. And I mean, I mostly just want to see how hard this is, because I'm not planning on... I might play this career mode a little bit beyond this video, but I'm not going to do it on camera. I don't have time in my upload schedule right now for it. I wish I did. Too many things right now. So we're just going to go through this really quick. We're probably just going to use the default. Sure, that's all fine. Mercenary's career. Excellent. Okay, so here we are, and let's just go ahead and take a look at what mechs it generated for us. It gave us an Enforcer, a Vindicator, a Commando, a Firestarter, and a Locust. That's not a bad setup, actually. Enforcer with the AC-10 and large laser. This is the PPC variant of the Vindicator. Large laser variant of the Commando. I mean, this runs really hot. There's no doubt about that. But let's head into our contracts and just see if we can immediately dive into a new contract. Or do we have to travel to somewhere with a city? That's in Lowlands, Lowlands, Highlands, Polar, Lowlands, Jungle, and Polar. Well, that's not very handy. Also, is it just me? Or are these max pays really high? Do they increase the amount of pay? Like, look at this. 700,000 C-bills for a skull-and-a-half mission? Interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at these navigation changes that they were talking about. Announcing Comstar Star Map version 1.6. Whether for trade, settlement, or military expedition, traveling via our patented KF drive should have no consequences. By that I mean surprises. Traveling via KF drive does have consequences. Comstar is proud to announce the updated MERCnet Star Map interface. Biome filters. Choose to see systems with specific climate patterns or features to make sure your destination is accommodating. Difficulty filters. Whether you want to challenge your mercenary outfit for big rewards or stroll through a system like a cakewalk, we have your plans covered. Extended coverage. Now with 50 more system destinations, rich with potential conflict resolution business and lucrative salvage opportunities. New star indicators let you see where you've been and where you have yet to explore. Members of our Platinum and Uranium level plans will find the new filter features in the upper right of your star map interface. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact your local Comstar representative and we'll get you locked in. May the peace of Blake be with you. Thanks, Space AT&T. Okay, so we are currently here. And I want to specifically find an urban place. That's ideally not very hard because our mechs aren't very good. Is there no urban place that has a relatively low difficulty? Like, what is the difficulty here? Karamedir is quite high. Goldra is fairly high. That's only 2 skull there. That might be doable. Most of these are much higher difficulty than we want. Two skull there, that's not too bad. I am glad to see a lot of high difficulty missions, though. Or rather, a lot of high difficulty destinations. Let's go ahead and go to Clough Stand, and we'll just take a look at this. If we fail, we fail. I mean, I'm not planning on continuing this campaign too much, but... I mean, I want to see how hard it is on the hard difficulty, and I also want to see these new biomes. Normally, there's no way that I would just fly over there like this, but I just want to see. I'd normally do several missions on the starting planet, build up some money, and take some travel contracts, try to find my way there that way. But nope, not this time. We ain't got time for that. So we'll be there in 15 days. I see you still can't skip the jump ship animations. Again, that's probably my biggest issue right now with this game, is that you can't skip the jump ship animations. Pirates ambush the Argo. Is this the new one? Blaring klaxons interrupt an otherwise quiet morning routine as several fast-moving ships appear pacing the Argo. Darius broadcasts their hail to the bridge. You're flying through our space, strangers. It's awfully dangerous out here, just awful, especially for a rugged-looking ship like the Argo, is it? Tell you what, we'll provide you with a safe passage. For a price, of course. Yeah, we've actually seen this one. We'll stall until the Leopard is ready. Morale increased by 1. Excellent. Still can't skip the jump ship animation, but you can skip the drop ship detaching and attaching. It's kind of weird. This should be our last jump, I believe. Or maybe one more. One more jump, I think. Flashpoints! Yeah, we're aware of how flashpoints work. Although there are several new ones. I don't know how many exactly. They were a bit non-specific on that, but it sounded like there was a sizable number of new flashpoints, which is pretty neat. I'm a big fan of that. And now the question is, can we find a mission on this 2-skull difficulty world that we can actually do? I don't know. We are on hard difficulty, so it may be a little bit awkward. Okay. Is there a contract here? I see they haven't sped up MercNet. In fact, it's maybe a little slower because it generates more things. It is nice that it generates more contracts, though. I do like that. More options is always better. Okay, this is... That took quite a while. Okay, a lot of these are quite difficult. This is the easiest one. It's a capture base. So that's going to be exciting. I'm having a great day, Commander. You know why? I just got the latest logistics data from our friends down on Clough Stand. Turns out that the local government base where they keep all the stuff they're planning to ship off-planet is going to be full of some extremely valuable cargo. Things we'd like to get our hands on. You capture the base, we'll loot it, and we'll both get paid. I don't like the unspecified sum cargo, Commander, but whatever it is, it's probably just as bad if left in local government hands. Indeed. Okay, so, this is going to be very difficult for us. We're going to go ahead and bring our Enforcer. And the Firestarter and the Commando, actually in this order, and the Vindicator here. So, we're actually pretty close to 2 skulls. Who is our best guts and piloting? Greasy is. Greasy can get the Enforcer. Does the Enforcer have jump jets? It does. Okay. The Vindicator also has jump jets. The Commando does not, but the Firestarter does. So our best gunnery and worst pilot here is Vodka. And I think Vodka gets the Commando then. And then Ifrit here could potentially drive the Vindicator. Yeah, I think that's the best plan. And then the Firestarter could be driven by Tricky for the extra piloting point. Okay, this might go terribly. I want to know how much turning it up to hard actually does. And I also want to try out this new urban environment. Unfortunately, we don't get to see one of the new battles, but whatever. It'll have to do. Okay, so the question is, do they have turrets? There's a tip up here about turrets, so I suspect they might have turrets. But I guess we'll find out. If it doesn't crash. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay, we're good. Maybe we're good. It's a long loading time. Okay, there we go.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, hello, drop pods. That's new, for sure. What is this icon? The facility our friends want us to capture is just ahead, Commander. From here, we should be able to get eyes on the base and look at its defenses. Clear out any defenders, and let's secure the place and get paid.
Oh, what a dump.
Okay, so... Oh, that's just our symbol. Okay, I gotcha. So looking at this, that is not great on the old frame rate. And I think it's in part because of that sweet, sweet motion blur that they've got going on there that I'm immediately going to turn off. Okay. That helps a little bit. I mean, it's a turn-based strategy game, so the frame rate doesn't matter that much, but this urban environment might need a little bit of optimization. We'll see. So we need to go up over here for the base, right? Where's the enemy force at? We actually don't know, it seems. But this is the base in question, and does it have turrets? Look at that, it's got turrets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 4 turrets. Fantastic. Good to know. Well, let's, wait, that doesn't give cover? Oof. Okay, so one thing that I saw on the dev stream was that when you first land in an urban environment, there is very little cover, and you're going to have to do LOS blockage mostly. There is some forest over here, I see, so we just weren't quite close enough. But there is very little cover, and once you start destroying these buildings, then the rubble starts becoming cover. So we're going to have to decide how we want to approach this. Just down the road, perhaps? I mean, we've got cover from these buildings. Yeah, let's go.
Moving to position. Check your scanners. We got company.
We'll just have to use evasive pips for now.
On the move.
Okay, so I see a locust. And he is heading to cover. Good to know. Do we want to just reserve? We see another light over here. And another locust here. With that locust there, can we get our commando into a firing position? Actually, we can. We could head over this way. We lose our evasive pip, which I'm not a huge fan of. Otherwise, we could go here and have LOS cover. Are we within medium Medium razor? Okay. Medium laser range. We are. I'm not going to fire the SRM-2. I don't think there's a huge point.
On it.
Ooh.
Target eliminated.
So that happened.
They've got a lock on me.
Well, that's rude. They actually don't seem to have turrets. We know that this one's a Locust, and this one is a Phase 1 mover. Or Phase 4 mover, that is. We don't know much about this one, though.
Ready for orders.
Which is certainly intriguing. And I am noticing that the sensor traces seem to have been redone, too. Like, we should know that this one's a mech, right? But we don't. I'm going to go ahead and reserve Tricky. I want to let them move. Okay, so that's a Phase 4 mover as well. All of them are Phase 4. LRM-5, LRM-10. I think that was a 5.
Damage is minor, Commander.
That... I'm not used to an LRM-5 doing that kind of damage, though. I'll be honest. It's been a very long time. Okay, can we get the Enforcer or the Vindicator in any position to do anything? Not really. We can just kind of charge forward. And that's going to be what we're going to do. And then the Enforcer will also sprint forward to about right there. And we can get the fire starter somewhere interesting. Specifically, we could go here and have vision on all of them. That would be on this building, and the building could collapse. What's the HP of the building? 80. The HP of the building is 80.
Standing by.
I think instead we should jump here. Or here. There's no fundamental difference between them. This one's slightly closer, so I think we'll go ahead and jump here.
I'm still reading enemy contacts, Commander. You need to secure the area before you can proceed.
There's the facility. Looks like it's got a single lance defending it. We're seeing some additional units in the region, so watch for possible reinforcements. Yeah, with a lance of full locusts, I expect reinforcements. Okay, so it seems to struggle with all of these background buildings, but as long as you're here, it seems to perform reasonably well. So this locust here is super vulnerable, as opposed to these others, which are much, much less vulnerable. We don't have the ability to cold shot, even. In fact, yeah, we just don't have the resolve yet. So we'll fire our medium lasers at this locust. Ooh. Oh, that was a head hit. That would have killed if it had hit the center torso. I thought it did, too. They've also reworked this graphic here. It's kind of interesting. This camera is in a great spot. Ooh, he missed, but its stray shot hit this building behind. See how that took damage? That's really neat. I like that a lot. Okay, so at this point, our commando could come around over here. Or potentially up over, like, here? I like here. Because then we can fire the medium laser as well. If either of those hits this flea, then the flea is dead. Or rather, the locust. I don't know why I said flea.
Confirmed. Firing.
Oof. But right in that torso. If it had hit in the center, it would have died. Okay. So the laser missed and hit this building, but all of the missiles actually hit. But that locust just didn't move.
Good to go.
Now isn't that intriguing? We could just walk up and punch it. It's actually not the worst idea. Look at all those flamers and MGs. Although I think we'll just not even fire the flamers. We'll just punch it and fire the MGs, and I think that'll kill it.
Affirmative. Targeting for physical attack.
Ooh, punched him right in the head. Technically, headbutted him in the head, I guess.
Show 'em what you got.
Well, that'll do the trick. So the Locust, I'm assuming, is going to attack the Commando, is what it should do. Yep. Stray shots, though. It missed everything. And all of it hit that building, I think. Actually, I think the missiles just exploded in the air. Fascinating stuff, that.
Yeah? What can I
So
do
we
you-
walk in with the Enforcer now, right? Or we could jump. Like, jump on top of this building. Can we get any closer? We cannot. So we're not going to be able to utilize the small laser. But that's okay, realistically. I think we go for this Locust right here. And I think he's pretty dead. I'll just precision strike him in the center. Oof. That was disgusting.
Hostile eliminated.
That poor Locust. And then we move in with our Vindicator. Is that indirect LOS? That is. Can we get direct? We can. Our odds of hitting are a bit low. Maybe should have saved the called shot for that. But that's okay. It's only one Locust. We'll take our very poor odds, but I'll not fire the LRM-5. We actually hit with one of those lasers. And killed his leg. I wasn't expecting that, but that Locust is really screwed now. So we now get to move both of our lights before he can get up.
Receiving you.
So I'm just going to step on him, and I'm not going to fire the flamer again.
Heading out.
This might just kill him.
Ugh.
All right,
There he goes. Ammo explosions. Okay.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Where, though? Could you maybe let us know that? That would be nice. Okay, I'm going to sprint the Vindicator. Actually, we could jump the Vindicator to, like, here.
Engaging jump jet.
Sprint the Commando around over here, and then the Fire Starter right up to here.
Copy that.
So where are these guys? We have a contact. Okay, he jumped. I was gonna say, how could he have fired on us? But he didn't, actually.
What's up, boss?
So we can run our fire starter over here to get eyes on this guy, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. This is a Wolverine and a Javelin. Okay, well, the Wolverine is definitely more of a threat than the Javelin. Let's just go ahead and fire on the Wolverine with our dual medium lasers. And we missed both of them, unfortunately.
No luck.
And they're going to move what? Fire starter. Okay. That's unfortunate right there. Oh well, it could have been a whole lot worse.
Orders?
I want the Commando to get up here, but he can't get in range immediately, unfortunately.
Understood.
We'll have to
Moving
sprint him.
fast.
Fire starter is now very exposed. Oh, but this Javelin, I think he just made a mistake.
They've got a lock on me.
Oh, and he's sensor locked. Presumably so that the Wolverine and this medium can come in and attack the fire starter very heavily.
Right here.
I'm assuming that's the point.
Be there in
So
a
we only
tick.
have a 45% chance to hit this Javelin. Alternately, we could maybe go after this small corporate building. Like so. If we don't fire the large laser, we'll still kill it and knock him down off the building.
I'm gonna make some trash.
Just like that.
Target destroyed.
So he just got fall damage. Wolverine is now going to jump in and attack the fire starter. Oof. That hurt.
My internals are taking a beating.
Yeah, tends to happen. And then we'd be able to jump the Vindicator to, like, here. I don't want to stay on the building for long,
Engaging jump jets.
but we'd be able to do that and then fire on the fire starter. Like so.
Engaging target.
Oof. Okay. What's he gonna do? He's gonna jump in with a Wolverine. Well, rip that arm. Actually, we're fine. Somehow. Through some
My
miracle.
armor's getting electric off.
Well, it is time for me to put a stop to this, unfortunately. I really want to keep going with Urban Warfare, and I probably will off camera, but I don't have time in the upload schedule. It's available right now for $19.99 from Steam or the Paradox store, and personally, I love it. From what I've seen so far, it looks like it's just more of the same, and that's fantastic to me. However, I need to go ahead and put a stop to this particular episode. However, you can, in the meantime, while you're waiting for heavy metal, subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.